Online people, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We are going to get quickly introduced to each of these components, properties, methods, and then we will see programs based on each of this. Although all these programs, I mean, nobody will expect so much in depth from you as far as exam is concerned, which is doubtful again. But anyways, we never know. RCU is known for surprises, so better be prepared. And knowledge point of view, it is important because you will never learn this again in the syllabus. Okay, so there are 4 buttons. Basically, one is normal J button, which is actually a button itself. Only because it is a swing component, we call it as J button. Fine. So let's go ahead. All these buttons, which for J button, J toggle button, checkbox, and radio button. All these belong to one. All these are classes. Individual, they are classes. They are subclasses of one class called as abstract button. As the name itself says, it is an abstract class which will have abstract methods. Those methods you have to override in these individual classes when you use it. Now this abstract button in turn it is a child of J component. So J component is a grandfather, abstract button is a child, and all these are 4 children. Okay? Anyway, so common methods, because these common methods will belong to all these 4 buttons. So whichever button, in case in exam they ask you for 5 marks, or you should know which methods are applicable. Although they are not very important, disabled icon, set pressed icon, set selected icon, set rollover icon. Last time I've told you about this, but let me just revise. These buttons normally they appear with a string on them, isn't it? Buttons will normally appear with a string on them, some name, some message on them. But sometimes, most of the times, you will also see images on them. Like for example, this PowerPoint application itself, on top you have new and all that. On that you will see pictures, cut, copy, paste also. Pictures are there, right? Picture is there. All these are buttons. They are programmed by someone. That's why once you click, something happens. Click on new button, new document opens it. Yeah. You are learning that programming through this event. So the moment the button is disabled, disabled in the sense like paste button, initially it will be disabled. Unless you cut and copy, that paste will not be. That time, if you want to set different image, you can use. All these methods are rarely used. Who will change the images every now and then? Like once it is pressed, the image should change. Once it is selected, selected means just selected, not clicked. Just highlighted. Image should change. But anyway, these images, because they are given in the textbook. Clear? Next is, this is important. Get text and set text. I have told you about every component. Any component, these 2 methods are always there. Get text, you will be able to know the caption. You will be able to fetch. You want to set the caption to program. It is a click. But the moment you click, you want to make it clicked. That time you can say clear? Yeah. So this is about common methods. We'll go specifically to the J button class. J button, these are the constructors. By any ways you can create a button. Normally we create, so far we have created with a string. But if you want with the image, you can use the first constructor. But that image should not be of normal type, GI or JPG. That has to be converted to which format? Icon format. How to convert it to icon format? There is a program. I'll just quickly show you. Last one is both together. Like as you have in your Word application or PowerPoint application, you will have new as well as you will have some small picture on it. So both together you can create a button with image as well as string. Clear? When you are asked to explain any of the component or as for your knowledge also. What all you need to know. Usage, one line, constructor, anyone, minimum. Then you need to know methods associated, set text, get text. Then you need to know event associated. Once you know the event, you should know which event class. Then which listener, which method inside that list. Now for button, the event is action event. When it comes to action event, which method? Action performed. Which listener? Suppose there are multiple buttons. Like in your next program, you are going to use calculator. Little complicated program. Fine, I'll explain it in the lab itself. In that, you will have so many buttons, like 0 to 9 numbers are there, is equal to is there, plus, minus, multiply, division is there, and C is there for clear. Any one of the button will be pressed, and every time the button is pressed, that action event is going to get done. How do you know which button is pressed and you should respond accordingly, right? Equals to is pressed, different operation. Number is pressed, different operation. Plus is pressed, different operation. How do you know which button is pressed? Using this. Is that get action command. String is a return type. Get action command is a method. It will return the name which is written on the button. Okay. Now, in rare cases, if you don't have a name written on a button, if you have an image written on a button, then get action command will give you what? Give you image. How will you know which button is pressed? Like you have one program here. See. This is your textbook program, little complicated, but just to give you an idea. How many buttons you see here? 4 buttons. Do they have any string on them? Images are there. These are the flags belong to different countries. Now you have a text field. It is going to display the country, that flag on which you are clicking. How is that it is displaying Germany? Actually, there is nothing written on the button. But how the program will understand? You know in your mind, but how in a program you're going to connect that if this button is clicked, return this. Get action command pay, whatever is written on the button, that will be written. But in rare cases like this, when nothing is written on the button, you have created buttons with images. Then how are you going to tell that this means this tree? Iska naam ye hai. That you can do using this method. Last button. That set action. So with every button which you have created with the image, you can set a name, inner name associated. Which is that using set action. Yeah. How it is done? Let's switch back to this program and see quickly. I'll not take you to the entire code because they have used some complications there. Fine. This is class which extends applet implements action listener because finally it is a button. Then there is a text field. In the init, you could declare even the buttons there, but what they have done, they have declared inside the init itself. Fine. Actually, declaration on top is better and initialization. See how buttons are created. Now you want the buttons with image, right? Fine. First, those image has to be converted. Suppose this image is by the name France.gif, which is there in your PC. If it is stored in some other folder, you will have to give entire path. If it is there in the same folder as your program, then you need not give path. You can directly say the name. So France.gif is the name. It should be converted to image icon format from GIF format to image icon format. So image icon is a ready-made class whose object, when you create by passing this image name as a parameter, automatically it will convert it to icon form. from GIF. Now, once this, what is the name of the icon now? France. You have created a new button by name JB. Then what you're going to do, that button you're going to create not with a string message on it, but with a image icon, that is France. Understood how to create it? Once the button is created, you're going to say, yeah, you're going to associate a name, set action command. What is that name? France. Then you're going to register it with the listener, action listener. Then you will add it on the applet. Normally you use only add. That's fine. That content pane you forget. On the applet, sometimes you can make sections called as panes. They have considered that content pane and they have added it on the subsection. You can directly add on the applet. So you can say add. Here with this, yes, button is ready. So I need not explain all 4 flags there. Only one is sufficient. Now let's go to action performed. It's only one line. Action performed. You are going to display in a text field, right? Which button is clicked. So JTF is the text field name. Dot set text. You have to set which text you are going to set, whichever you have got from get action. What is this AE? Yeah, whatever parameter you pass it. Most of the times we pass E. E also can be used. Hear about this program. Now, what I am planning in the lab is whenever you get time, like network lab also, if suppose Asmita doesn't have new programs to start. Typing a new entire altogether program may be difficult for you. Time is also less, you need practice time. This PDF, I'll keep it in the lab, a shared drive. You can just copy and paste it in NetBeans. Execute as it is. Of course, you should know what class name you should give. And then उसमें जो complicated है content pen and all that stuff, you should just erase. But you should know what to erase and what to keep. So that much you can do so that you can practice this program fast. Sorry. Sorry, I'm in a class. I'll talk to you later. Clear about this? So now let's go back to the next component. The next component, J toggle button. Toggle button, toggle means on and off. There is a special button which acts like on and off. Rarely used again in the applications, but still, in case you want to make some interesting programs. Toggle button can be created again with a string parameter. Same method, set text, get text, and all that set to all that icon is there. Event is action event as well as item. Whenever selection comes on and off, like checkbox and all, remember item event also will be associated. Clear? Action event because it is a button. So any of the three user can use. Now. So methods again. Here there is one more new method. Now in case of toggle button, there are multiple buttons again. Which button is pressed? Get action command also you can use, or there is one more method. Get item. Get item will return you the object which is generated the user. What is the difference between get action command and get item is? Little technical, but just to make you understand. Get action command will give you a string value. Name. It is something, what's your name? Suppose if I say get action command on her, Isha name will be written. But when I say get item, Isha herself will come to you. What is the difference? So get item will give you the object. Get action command will give you only the name or the caption basically. Then is selected, another method which is important in case of toggle button. You should know whether it is on and off because visibility will be little changed on and off. So if clicked, if it is on, what to do? If it is off, what to do? You want to code it like that. So you will use this method, E is selected. If E is selected, it returns true. Then it is whatever code you want to write when it is true form. When it is false, what code you want to write? For that you will use if. Here, yes. Unfortunately, all these are interesting, but you don't have time to practice. Anyway, so at least the introduction. There is no special program given in your textbook for this, but out of your own interest, you can try one button and one label. Then use the toggle button and check whether it is selected or which is next. Review checkbox. Can you give example what kind of checkboxes you have filled on some forms? इसमें checkbox रहता है. Gender में you will not have checkbox. You are making a big mistake. Associated with only one gender. Checkboxes allow you to select multiple. Huh? Caste also only one option. Passing year is also one. Subjects. Or hobbies, interests. Normally in case earlier, long back when we used to open Gmail form and we used to fill, that time they would ask us interest. Now you people are also smart. You know that once you give your interest, they will start bombarding with advertisements. And even though you don't check now, it is so smart, intelligent programming that just by your search, you are using your, isn't it? Recently I purchased a mobile. Now still I'm getting price drop, Amazon say, Flipkart say. Very smart anyways. This is the advanced way of programming, but we are learning old stuff. Okay, fine. Check boxes. Got it? Going back to check boxes. Check boxes are small squares with a check button. Check button, that tick mark indicates you have checked the status. If tick mark goes off, you will say it is unchecked. Online students, are you able to hear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So check boxes are the squares which appear with a tick mark. Fine. I'm sorry, I'm not using annotation because maybe we are concentrating on the physical attendance of the students here. Anyway, checkbox here appears with a small square with a tick mark. But not only that, it will also have a string associated with that. So what is that checkbox for? Whenever you create a checkbox, you have a string parameter. Clear? Then which event is associated? Item. Normally checkboxes will return true or false value. Whenever true and false is there, item. Clear? Which methods? Great. It will give you the object. Fine. Then item state changed is actually the method which we are going to use like action perform. How in case of action event we use action perform method. In case of item event we use item state change. That is the method which you are going to override and write a code there. Clear? Is selected again is very important because you should know whether checkbox is checked or unchecked. Fine. Now for this there is a program in your book. Again little complicated, but we'll try to use only what is required for us. How many checkboxes? Which are those? C, C++, Java and Perl. And then there is a text field. Whichever checkbox is selected, actually it is shown as darkened there, but it is a check mark. PDF mein ho gaya. So whichever is selected, that will appear there. Let's see the programming part. Code. Class extends JApplet. Now which listener? Item list.
Item list.
Because you are going to use checkboxes or item event. Now, we have a text field. We could even declare checkboxes above and initialize them inside in it as per our regular practice. But anyway, in this program, in the textbook, they have declared it inside. Even that is fine. Now they've used extra stuff like they've used rollover image and all that. We will ignore that. We will use only this. Start from the checkbox declaration. What's the name of the checkbox? CB. What is its caption? C. Only that much is sufficient. Forget about what is the normal. Clear? Now, once we create a checkbox, we are going to register it with the listener. Which listener? Item list. Then we are going to add it on the applet using adds. Same thing for all the different checkboxes. Then the text field is created, initialized and added it on the content pane. Which method we are going to override? Item state change. Which event? Item event. Any parameter you can pass, even E parameter you can pass. Now, what we are going to do here? Because get action command is associated with only action event. In item event, if we want to know which checkbox is selected, which method is available? Get item. But that get item will not give us a string value, which directly we could display it in a text field. This is going to give us the object. Object से फिर से हमें नाम निकालना है या सब कुछ निकालना है. Now that object could be of various different types. Okay. Now that type I have to convert it to checkbox type. That object is general object. Specifically, we have to convert it of the checkbox type. And then assign it to a local object, CB. We have created and we have. So CB will contain the object which is cause the event now, which is checked now or unchecked now. Clear? And then we are going to display it in a text field. Now, from that object, like now she has come to me. I'm so. Isha has come to me. But she has walked into and walked towards me. Still, I don't know her name. So once she comes to me, I have to fetch her name. How do I fetch her name through program? Using Java, get text. Which method I'll use? Get text. So here I have CB with me. How do I fetch the name? Get text. That name which I have fetched, I want to display it on a text field. To display on a text field, what method should I use? Set text. Get text matlab from the text checkbox I have taken the name, fetch the name. I am going to display it on a text field. So JTF dot set. Here and yeah. So this is the program, which will automatically display whichever checkbox is selected. Clear? Yeah. Now quickly before the time elapses, let me cover the next. JRadio button. It is little different than this. It is used for your gender or caste when only one value has to be allowed to select for the user. User should not be able to select both. I'll give you example. If somebody has to talk on here and you people have to listen, you can listen to only one person at a time. If two people start talking, chaos, you can't concentrate. So now suppose if someone comes to talk here, obviously mutually I'll understand that I have to go and take audience seat. Isn't it? Then this is called as mutual exclusive type. Now radio buttons, when they are placed on the applet, they are expected to behave in mutual exclusive way. That means once one radio button is selected, automatically we want the other one to get deselected. Clear? In case of checkbox, that doesn't happen. You can check multiple checkbox. C, Java, Perl, everything you can click. Not here. Here, so to make those radio buttons in mutual exclusive way, initially they'll not behave by default. They'll not behave in mutual exclusive way. To make them do that, we should tell them, अरे वहाँ पे एक ही space है, तो दूसरा आएगा, तो you have to replace the place. To tell that, we have to create one group called as button group. And in that button group, we have to add these components. So first we have created them, added them on the applet. Uske baad logical, it's like physically you have added them on the applet, but logically they should be formed a group called as button group, and you should add it. Logical group means what? Like your student council is a logical group. Do they sit in some separate place? And they sit, they will not sit together. Physically they'll be located somewhere else, but logically they belong to one group. Similarly, button group is one such logical group. How to create it? Let's see in a program. Clear? So first of all, you should create a button group, add them, then only they will behave as expected. Clear? Okay, so let's quickly see a program. ABC, simple. Similar program you have text field. If B is selected, A will be deselected, something like that. But by default, they will not be here like that. If you just add radio buttons and execute, it will allow you to select both. You can try it in your lab yourself. Clear? If you want mutual exclusive way, then see how to create a radio button. First of all, J radio button B1 with A. Clear? Then registered with the listener. Third one, added it on the app. Fine. Yeah, here we are using action listener. You can use both item listener or action listener, but we are using action. Then, same way, see here, what is additional thing we require to do? Button group. What's its name? BG. And to that BG group, we have to add all these three buttons which we have created. B1, B2. Once we add, now because we are using action listener, which method? Action perform. And again here we are using, because it is action listener, we can use get action command, which will give me the name of the radio button which is selected. And that I'm going to display on the text field. Done. Yes, so this is how we have finished radio button. There is one more component called as tabbed pane, and then J tree. All these are complicated components which are there part of the second unit. Once we cover that, we'll be able to finish. I will not stress on that because that is difficult to program. I will just tell you what is a tabbed pane. I will show you how does it look. Programming, there is nothing new about it. Tabbed pane looks like, one window divided into different components. Like how? I'll tell you. Now this home button is there, home tab. See the buttons which are included in home tab. Click on insert. Different options. Comment, different options. Clear? So this is how tabbed pane will create one pane with tabs. Each tab will open a different sub window for you. Fine. So that program is there in your text book. We'll cover that in the next class. Okay, give your attendance online class students. Now for you people, how to add attendance? Logging will be a little late now. So now if you open that. Okay, all of you just write down your roll numbers. Think of. Dictate your roll numbers to her. Any doubts, online students here? Some of the students I'm not happy with, Shraddha. Morning, I saw you in the class. You can't stay in the campus. If lab is there, you'll stay.